Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJO Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1988 season is on the air. Today's date is July 23rd, 1988. We are at Three Rivers Stadium for a very important National League matchup between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Dodgers come into this game with a record of 46-48. Yep, you heard me, 46-48. They are 2 games under 500. They are in third place, which means that if the postseason was to start tomorrow, the World Series champions from 88 would not make it into the playoffs. The Pirates, however, are in first place in the National League East with a record of 58-37. Montreal's behind them in second. The Cardinals are in third. The Mets are 5 games back of the Cardinals. They wouldn't make the postseason either. So right now, the 10-minute ticker has been very disingenuous to the 2 leaders of the National League in 1988. So it has been very, very hard luck for the Mets and the Dodgers. The Dodgers right now got to win games. They must win games. Otherwise, they may not even make the postseason. So we'll see what happens tonight. Brian B., Albert Price, and Steeler fan join us here at Three Rivers Stadium. Got your copy of Glory Days football. Enjoy it. I've already tested it out, and I think it may be the best football game you can play. College football game you can play. The Dodgers historically won this game 6-2. The Dodgers had 10 hits. The Pirates had 5 hits and 2 errors. DBIP joins us here at Three Rivers Stadium. So this is an important game for the Dodgers. They are 2 games under 500. They wouldn't make the postseason if the playoffs started tomorrow. There's still 2 months left. Time still for the Dodgers to try to get up there and have a chance to maybe defend that 88 championship of theirs. But right now, the 10-minute ticker has been brutal to a lot of the leaders. But let's see what Inside Pitch has to say tonight. Starting pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates tonight was John Smiley. 13 wins, 11 losses, a 3.25 ERA. Nothing wrong with that. Those are good stats. Smiley gets the call tonight for the Bucks. Doug Hunt now here at the stadium by the Three Rivers. We had a very exciting game last night. Let's see what kind of game we get tonight. Inside Pitch has given us some pretty good games lately here in the playoff push in the second half of the season. And every game right now is important. Let's start with the top of the first. Leading off for the Dodgers, second baseman Steve Sachs. 277 average, 5 homers, 57 RBIs. Played in pretty much all the games for the Dodgers that year. We're using yellow, white, and black dice. Pirates are the home team. The fans here at Three Rivers, the Pirates are in first in the NL East. The Dodgers, they're 2 games under 500. They have got to go ahead. They have got to go ahead and start winning games. Sports Time Machine, Utah Mike and David Vega now join us here at Three Rivers Stadium. Let's see what Inside Pitch has to say. Smiley, 5-3, that's a blank. Sachs, 4-5, and that's a fly ball hit the center. And that'll be taken care of by Van Slyke, out number 1. Next up for the Dodgers will be the shortstop, Dave Anderson. 249 average, 2 homers, 20 RBIs. Smiley with the pitch. Smiley, 3-5, strikeout 17, that is high. Three River Stadium subtracts 1 from strikeouts, but adds 4 to walks. We may see a lot of bases on balls tonight. Anderson, 2-2, he hits 1 to center. That's a 17, but against the lefty, that's not going to go very far. And getting over there is going to be Van Slyke again. That'll be out number 2. Anderson does not hit lefties as well as righties. 2 outs now, and here comes the left fielder, Kirk. I don't believe what I just saw. Gibson, 290 average, 25 homers, 76 RBIs. Gibson was a monster in 88. Besides the home run, that he actually hit in that World Series. Smiley, 6-2, against the lefty, strikeout plus, swing and a miss. He gets Gibson. And that retires the side. Strikeout number 1 for Smiley. He had 129 of them in 88. And the Dodgers are going to go 1-2-3. Pirates -2 and Dodgers -10. Yeah, very, very difficult right now for the Dodgers. Starting pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers tonight, Tim Leary. 17 wins, 11 losses, a 2.91 ERA. Nothing wrong with those stats. I'll take that every year. So let's see what the Bucks have to say in the bottom of the first. Leading off for Pittsburgh will be the left fielder, Barry Bonds. Someone actually mentioned something in the Facebook group about Barry Bonds being the leadoff hitter in this game. He said it'd be very interesting because Bonds rarely led off. Very good year in 88, though. 283 average, 24 homers, 58 RBIs. Leary will go ahead and pitch. Leary, 1-3 against the lefty, walk plus, and that will be ball 4. And Bonds easily trots the first on a leadoff walk. First walk issued by Leary. He only had 52 of them in 88. That's not bad. 52 walks and 228 innings pitched. That's pretty good. Infield double play. That'll bring up the second baseman, Jose Leaned. 262 average, 2 homers, 49 RBIs. And let's see, Bonds had 17 stolen bases. And that is a 13, but he's not going anywhere. Leary will pitch. Leary, 3-3. Wild pitch, 14. That is ball 1. 6-4. That's a blank. Leaned. 1-6, and he hits a base hit right past the pitcher up the middle, and that will be a single. Bonds with good speed. Base runner 4. He'll make third easily on that. And just like that, the Pirates are off and running. So already runners at first and third. That'll bring up the center fielder, Andy Van Slyke. 288 average, 25 homers, 100 RBIs. I'll take that every year. Infield is going to play in. Van Slyke doesn't ground it into many double plays. Strategy roll. That is a 1. Bond's not doing anything. Lean gets the steal sign, and he's going to go. 16 plus 2 is 18. Dempsey, a 0 arm. There goes Lean. A 1-18. He is safe. And he is with a 4 with no problem. There's not even a throw. As Lean got a great jump, and he will steal second base. Stolen base for Lean takes away any chance of a double play anyway. Re-rolling a strat. That's a 20. Leary is now going to try to make a pickoff move, and he won't get and he tried to get Bonds, but Bonds gets back to third. Now Leary will go ahead and make the pitch. Frank Wayne Scott joins us here at Three Rivers Stadium. I'm glad to see you are home, sir. Leary, 6-4. That is a blank. Van Slyke, 6-3. And that's a ground ball to short. It's a grounder to short. Barry Bonds with the infield in. His base running rating is a 2. On a 1-2, I'll send him. That is a 5. They will not send him, so Bonds will be held, and the throw will go to first to get the out. So grounder to short, but they can't bring in Bonds. Now that'll bring up the third baseman, Bobby Bonilla. Yes, the Mets are still paying him. 274 average, 24 homers, 100 RBIs. Good year for him. Infield is still in. That's a 9, no play. Leary, 5-6, strikeout 9. And he got him, swing and a miss, struck him out. Big K for Leary. Strikeout number 1 for him. He had 180 of them in 88. Can Leary get out of the jam? Next up will be the right fielder, R.J. Reynolds. 248 average, 6 homers, 51 RBIs. Bonds actually led off in 57 games. Yeah, you're right there, David Vega. You're right there, and he's one of the guys in the Facebook group wanted to see how interesting it would be with Bonds leading off. Strategy roll 9, nothing happening. Leary 2-4, strikeout 8, and he got Reynolds. It's a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and Leary gets out of it. No runs and a hit and a walk, and the Pirates are unable to get the run in, any of the runners across. Second strikeout for Leary, no score after 1. You don't like him in leadoff. Neither do I. Neither do I. I don't like him in leadoff either. Leading off for the Bums will be the right fielder, Mike Marshall. 277 average, 20 homers, 82 RBIs. He is in right field for this game. First base is his better position. Smiley, 2-1 against the righty. That is a blank. Marshall, 5-2. That's a single. That'll be hit past third. And that will be the first hit of the game for the Dodgers. And now we'll see, this is who the Dodgers have at first base tonight, and that is Tracy Woodson. Bit of a blast from a past. 249 average, 3 homers, 15 RBIs. Only played about a third of games for the Dodgers that season. Infield double play. Marshall, 4 stolen bases. He's not going anywhere. Smiley, 4-4. Range play at the park. Three Rivers Stadium, 2-5. That's a double into left field, but that's a range play for Bonds. Bonds is good out there. His range is a 4. That is a 5, and he won't get it. That's going to be a double to left. Let's see. Marshall, base runner 2. Double to left, -1. Marshall will only score on a 1, and he will hold it third on the 5. So Woodson hits a double away from Bonds, but they don't get the run in. But the Dodgers are in business. Brian Patterson joins us here at the stadium by the Three Rivers. Infield will play in. Up for the Dodgers will be center fielder Mike Davis. I don't know much about him. A 196 average, 2 homers, 17 RBIs. Looking at the card tells me he's designed for lefties. Strategy roll, and that's a 3. Marshall not doing anything. Smiley will pitch. Smiley, 5-5 against the lefty. That is a blank. Davis, 6-1. It's a fly to left. And that's going to be a fly ball hit to left field. And that's going to be caught by Bonds. Davis has a sacrifice fly of 1. He will not bring in Marshall that way. Marshall, base runner 2. Bonds is 0 arm. A 1-2. Marshall will try to get there. And he will not. He will hold on a 3. So Davis unable to get the run in, and a fly out to left, and that's 1 down. Mike Davis was with the A's. Thank you, Mr. Wayne Scott. Always appreciate information from the chat. Third baseman Jeff Hamilton is up next. A 236 average, 6 homers, 33 RBIs in 88. Infield still playing in. And that is a 6, no play. Smiley, 6-5 against the righty. Home run result. Against the lefty, Hamilton needs a 13, and he is going to come up a little short. That's an 18. 1-6, and that's going to be a grounder to second base, and there's no way Marshall can score. The throw automatically goes to first, 2 down. Oh, Hamilton misses a fat pitch. That was a total grapefruit, but Hamilton couldn't put the sugar and the salt on it, and that's out number 2. Here comes the catcher, Rick Dempsey, former Oriole, 251 average, 7 homers, 30 RBIs. Played about half the games for the Dodgers as catcher, I believe. 2 men down. Can Smiley get out of this jam? 19, no play. Smiley, a 3-3, strikeout 7, and he will get out of the jam. Struck him out. At strikeout number 2 for Smiley. No runs, 2 hits. The Dodgers are runners at second and third with nobody out, and they are kept scoreless. Maybe the Dodgers, maybe the 10-minute ticker having the Dodgers at 46 and 48, maybe that does mean something. We go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Pirates will be the first baseman, Sid Coffee and Bream, 264 average, 10 homers, 65 RBIs, or Cookies and Bream if you want. Leary will pitch. Leary, 5.5, strikeout 15, that is high. Bream, 4-1, that's a base hit. It'll be a single into right. And Bream leads off with a hit there. Bream goes to first, infield double play. Here comes Spanky, the catcher, Mike LaValliere, 261 average, 2 homers, 47 RBIs for Pitt in 88. And Bream had 9 stolen bases. He's not going anywhere on the 6. Leary will, but let's see, that was a 6, right? 3-0. And against the righty, LaValliere. Now, does a hit and run? The hit and run does come up, but I'm going to let LaValliere swing. Leary, 4-4, hit by pitch. The 15 is high. LaValliere, 4-1, and that's why you do it. That's going to be a base hit to left field. That'll be a single for LaValliere. Bream, base runner 2. Single to left, -2 is a 0, so Bream is not going to be able to get to second base, and he will get to third base, and he will automatically hold at second. And now the Pirates are in business here. Next up will be the shortstop, Rafael Belliard. Not a great hitter, but a pretty decent fielder. 213 average, 11 RBIs for Pittsburgh in 88. Runner still a double play depth. Anything on Strat? And the 5 says no. Bream will stay put. One of the 3 killer bees, Bream, Bonilla, and Bonds. Here comes the pitch from Leary. Leary, 1-2. That is a blank. Belliard, 3-3. And Belliard hits a base hit past third. That'll be a single. Bream, a base runner 2. He will not score. He will hold at third. And the Pirates have bases loaded. 3 straight hits, just like last night when the Royals couldn't get any of the Brewers out. But next batter is the pitcher, John Smiley. Not a good hitter, 0.79 average with an RBI, but he's going to be asked to go ahead and see what he can do here. Infield is going to come in. Infield is going to come in. Strategy roll, and that is a 3. Smiley's going to have to swing away. I don't see a bunt here, not a squeeze play chance. Leary will make the pitch. Leary, 3-6. That's at the park. 3 Rivers Stadium, 3-5, and it is a blank. We have a rare play with rare play with men on. 61. Sinking liner 2. It's a 61. It's a sinking liner 2. Center field, which fielder dives for. Resolve as a range play for the fielder. Well, it's a range play to center field, and that's Davis. His range is a 4. That is a 3. He will make the catch. If caught, has a chance to double up closest runner. Priority runner on second, runner on first, runner on third. Roll 1d6 versus base runner of runner. And let's see here. All right, so if caught, has a chance to double up the closest runner. So the closest priority, runner on second, which there is, that's LaValliere. His base running rating is a 1. And he is roll higher number out, otherwise safe, other runners hold. So he does actually get LaValliere at second base. So it's a fly out to center field. To fly out to center field, LaValliere is going to be doubled off at second. That's going to be 2 outs, and all other runners hold. Nobody scores. And that's how I'm going to read it. So LaValliere is out, and that is a fly out to center, 2 outs. And LaValliere is out. Wow, that's the first time that rare play actually came up that way. I just want to double check something here. Roll higher, runner out, otherwise safe, other runners hold. Yeah, it says other runners hold, which means that the runner on third stays where he is, so no one scores. 2 outs, and the batter now will be Bonds. Bonds is walked his first time up, and now there are 2 outs. So Leary thanks Mike Davis for making a heck of a play in center field. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 12. Leary will pitch. Leary, 4-5. Error on a grounder. Bonds, 2-6. And that is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Anderson. His error rating is a 4. That's an 8. He's got it. He throws to second to get Belliard. Bases loaded. Nobody out. The Pirates get nothing. Stadium groans. No runs, 3 hits. And that actually goes as an F8-4. An F8-4 double play. Wow, that was weird. But that's what you got to like about inside pitch. You never know. No score after 2. Top of the 3rd coming up. Smiley back on the mound. Leading off for the Dodgers will be the pitcher, Tim Leary. Very good hitter. 269 average, 9 RBIs in 88. Smiley with the pitch. Smiley, 6-5. Against the righty, home run result, but Leary didn't hit one. 5-1, and instead he grounds it to short. That'll be taken care of there by Belliard for the first out. Here's saxophone. Sax is 0 for 1. Steve Sax in the city. Smiley with the pitch. 3-2. Range play. Sax, a 3-4, and that's a grounder to second base. That's hit to Leand. His range is a 4. That is a 2. Leand will handle it with no trouble and toss it over to first for out number 2. Good defense so far in this game. Anderson is next. He's 0 for 1. Smiley with the pitch. 1-2 against the righty. Blank. Anderson, 1-3. Ground ball to short once again. Handled by Belliard. And he'll take care of it. Throw it over to first. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Smiley. Bottom of the 3rd. Bonds was horrible in the first post. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Bottom of the 3rd inning, Jose Leand leads off for the Bucks. He got a base hit his first time up. Leary with the pitch. 3-1. Home run chance against the righty. 1-3. The 17 is high. Leaned 3-1, and he hits one into center field. That's a 7, and that's going to be a base hit for Lean. So the Pirates get another base runner. Second hit of the game for Leaned, but can they get him in? Here's Van Slyke. Van Slyke 0 for 1, infield double play. Leaned at 15 stolen bases, not going anywhere there. Leary with the pitch. Leary 4-1, blank. Van Slyke 6-4. That's a base hit. That's a hit. That's a single past first, and it'll be a hit. Lean got good enough speed as base runner 3 will get him to third. And once again, the Pirates are in business. But in the last inning, they had bases loaded and nobody out, and they couldn't get anyone in. Infield will come in. Here's Bonilla. Bonilla is 0 for 1. And let's see what they're going to do here. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 6. Bonilla actually gets the hit and run, but he's going to swing away here. Bonilla has great home run power against righties. Leary with the pitch. 2-3. Error on a throw. Bonilla 1-6. That's a ground ball to third. That's a ground ball to third, and that is hit. That is hit to Hamilton. His error rating is a 13. That's an 8, and he's going to make a throwing error. Now, the question is, where did it go? And the infield was in, so it's going to be an error on a throw. So the question is, where did it go here with infield in? Leaned a base runner rating of 1. It doesn't matter, though. He's going to score no matter where the ball goes to. So because it's going to be a throw. It's going to be a throwing error. So I just got to figure out. So his base running rating is a 1 with the infield in. On a 1, I'm going to roll a die. On a 1, they would have sent him. Nope. Okay, so they would not have sent him. So the throw would have went to first base in that case. And the first baseman is Woodson. His range is a 2. And he'll make the play. He's not going to allow. It's going to be an error, but the ball will not get past Woodson. It's a bad throw, though. Leaned will go to score. Van Slyke moves to second, Bonilla to first, and the Pirates have a 1-0 lead on the air. That's an error on a throw. And the runners will advance on that. So that is an E5. That will bring in the run, and it's 1-0 in favor of the Pirates. What a way to bring in a run. I just want to see something here. That's making only a 1 base error. Yeah. Because I wouldn't have sent him, the throw would have gone to first, but he makes a bad throw. It doesn't get past him, but I think the runner comes in to score, so it's 1-0 Pirates. I may have to check on that rule because it's an automatic he gets there, but I'm going to say the run comes into, well, they didn't send him though. So does he score? Does he score on that? That's the first time I actually had that information. Hold on 1 second. Timeout for replay. It's an error on a throw is what it is. Throwing error, potential for advancing on the base on bad throw. We know that. Check against the range of the errant throw receiver. They did not send him, so the throw goes to first. But he kept the poor throw from getting by him, thus making it only a 1 base error. The question is, does the runner on third score because they didn't send him? You know what? Since they did not, I'm going to check with Chris Davis on that rule, but I'm going to go ahead and backtrack. I'm going to say since they did not send him and the throw went to first, I'm going to say Leaned is still at third, but the bases are loaded. So that's what I'm going to say here. So it's still going to be 0-0. That's how I'm going to play it because it doesn't say all other runners move up a base. Slyke had to go because he was forced. But a bad throw allows, and of course the infield was in, so the only play that would have gotten the out would have been first, since they didn't send Leaned. So I'm going to say that the bases are loaded, and that's going to bring up R.J. Reynolds. I will check with Chris on that. That's the first time I ever had that. That is an error, though, on the Dodgers. It's their first. They did not have any errors in the game historically. Bob's Tabletop Sports joins us here at Three Rivers Stadium. Still nobody out, though. Bottom of the third, the Pirates may get the run in anyway. But then again, the last inning, they had bases loaded and nobody out and couldn't do it. Reynolds is 0 for 1. Strategy roll, nothing on the 6. Leary will pitch. Leary, 6-5. Against the switch left. That is a blank. Reynolds, 3-1. And Reynolds will go ahead and get it anyway. That's going to be a base hit past first. That will be a single, and the Pirates will get the run anyway. Leaned will go to score. Van Slyke, he'll have to hold at third. And the runners will only move up 1 base on that. Now the Pirates are up 1-0. So it worked out that way anyway. And now the batter is Bream. Ryan Sullivan joins us here at Three Rivers Stadium. And Double D as well. So bases loaded now for Bream. Leary in some trouble here. Bream is 1 for 1. Still the bottom of the third, 1-0 Pirates. Strategy roll 9, no play happening. Bases are still loaded. Infield is in. Leary, 6-6, possible error. Bream, 3-2. That's a fly ball at the left. That's hit to Gibson. His error rating is a 7. You got to be kidding me. That's a 7, and that ball is going to misplay it, and he's not going to make the catch, and that should have been an out. And that bounces off his glove. That's going to be a fly ball error on Gibson. So Van Slyke will come in to score. And it's an automatic one-base advance automatically. Now the question is, does Bonilla come in to score? Fly out the left. Let's see here. Hold on here. Fly ball dropped. If air check fields, less than 2 out. If roll higher than advance one base only, otherwise 2 bases. Okay. So one runner does score. Bonilla has a base running rating of 2. And Gibson has a 0 arm. And Bonilla will hold at third. They will not send him. So it's an error. That's going to be an E7 as Gibson makes an error, but the runner scores, and bases are still loaded here in the bottom of the third. And Tim Leary cannot believe what's happening here. And Leary is saying, how in the world did we win the World Series in '88? Here's LaValliere. Still nobody out in this brutal third inning on the Dodgers. 2 errors already for them. That's a second error in the inning for the Dodgers. LaValliere 1 for 1. Strategy roll, and that's a 12. Nothing happening. Infield is still in, although it's not meaning anything. Leary 5-5. Strikeout 14. That is high. LaValliere 4-5. That's a ground ball to second base. It's a grounder to second. Bonilla is coming home. It's a double play chance home to first. 3-3. There's no pivot. So only on a 3. So a 3. It's a 3 or lower. It's a double play. 4-5. Bonilla is out. On a 6, Bonilla scores and LaValliere is out. That is a 1. That's going to be a double play. So the throw comes to the plate to get Bonilla. Runners will advance, and the throw goes to first to get LaValliere 2 outs. And that's a big-time double play, which they needed. So 6-2-3 double play. Runners now at second and third. The batter will be Belliard as they go ahead and turn that 2. Now the infield will be back. Joe Oterney joins us here at Three Rivers Stadium. Your coworker's son is playing in the Andre Dawson Classic in New Orleans. Now, how about that? Strategy roll for Leary. That is a 1. Reynolds, believe it or not, Reynolds gets a steal sign to go to steal home, but this is not the All-Star game. Leary with the pitch. 1-4. Wild pitch, and that doesn't, I didn't have to send him because Leary throws a wild pitch in the backstop. Reynolds will score. Breen moves to third. 3-0 Pirates. Stadium cheers. Yay! Now a wild pitch by Tim Leary, and this Dodger team just not doing it right now. Belliard will go again. That was ball 1. And nothing on the 5. Leary will pitch. Leary, 5-2. Strikeout 3. He got Belliard, struck him out. And that's strikeout number 3 for Leary. But what a crazy inning. 3 runs on 3 hits, 2 errors, a wild pitch. That was one strange inning I just did. And the Pirates have a 3-0 lead after 3. I will have to check with Chris on that on a rules check to see if that's the first time that ever came up. We'll go to the top of the 4th. Smiley back on the mound. Kirk Gibson leads off for the Dodgers. He's 0 for 1. Dodgers are 2 games under 500 in this season so far. They're having it rough in the 10-minute ticker. Smiley, 2-4. Strikeout plus. That 15 got Gibson. Struck him out. And that is strikeout number 3 for Smiley. 1 down. Marshall due up, and he got a base hit his first time up. Smiley, 3-4. Error on a throw. Marshall, 3-5 against the lefty. That's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Bonilla. His error rating is a 14. That's a 16. He won't make an error. He'll throw to first, 2 down. Bonilla makes a fine play at third. Does not make an error. And Tim Leary looks at his teammates in the dugout and say, hey, you ever see that before? That's called defense. Here's Woodson. Woodson is 1 for 1. Was his first time up. Smiley with the pitch. 5-2 against the righty. Blank. Woodson. 5-1. That's grounded to short. That will be handled by Belliard. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for the Dodgers. And that's demoralizing after giving up the 3 runs the way they did. And you don't get anything back. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. John Smiley will lead off. He's 0 for 1. 3-0 Bucks. Leary, 1-1. Range play at the park. 3 Rivers, 1-3. Grounded to third. That's hit to Hamilton. His range is a 4. That is a 1. Hamilton will throw Smiley out at first for the out. And 1 out. As Leary says, I finally get some defense. Here is Barry Stocks and Bonds, and he's 0 for 1 with a walk. Leary, 6-5 against the lefty. That is a blank. Bonds, 3-2, and it's grounded to second base. Sachs will handle it. 2 men down for Leand. Leand has got 2 hits tonight, 2 singles. Leary will pitch. 6-5. Home run result against the righty. Lean needs a 2. That's a 6. It's not happening. 3-5. And he hits a deep fly ball to left field. And Gibson is going to go back. He's going to get near the track, but he's going to have room. And that's a 1-2-3 inning on the Pirates. 3-0 in favor of the Bucks after 4. Good to see my members in the chat having a good time as I go ahead and yell my head off. Top of the 5th inning. Mike Davis will trot out for the Dodgers, and he's 0 for 1. Smiley with the pitch. 3-6 against the lefty. Strikeout plus, and he got Davis easily on a 14. Struck him out. Strikeout number 4 for Smiley. He is dialed in right now. Hamilton is next. He's 0 for 1. Smiley with the deal. 3-6 against the righty. Blank. Hamilton, 1-2. That's a single. It'll be hit to right. And Hamilton will hold it first. Dempsey is next. He's 0 for 1. Infield double play. Hamilton didn't have any stolen base chances. That's a 19. Dempsey will swing away. Smiley will go ahead and pitch. 4-5. Strikeout. 19 is high. Barely. Dempsey, 1-4. It's a grounder to short. 2-2-3. Second base pivot. Leaned -1. A 2 is a double play. They will not get it. They'll throw Hamilton out at second. And that will be a fielder's choice for Dempsey. Next batter is Leary. They're going to let him pitch. They're going to let him bat here. This is 1988, not 2023. Dempsey on it first. They will check the strategy. That's a 20. Smiley throws to first. Nope, and Dempsey will get back. That's going to be very interesting how the balk rule plays into effect in the 2023 season. I wonder how, and pitch clock. I really wonder how all these baseball companies, not just Chris Davis of Inside Pitch, but how Joe Bryan, Appa, Stratomatic, how they're going to all institute the pitch clock function into these games. It'll probably have to be a rare play, but I don't know. I don't know how they're going to institute it. They may not even use it. We'll see. Smiley with the pitch. 5-1. That's at the park. Three Rivers. 4-3. Ground ball to short, handled easily by Belliard. He throws to second to get Dempsey, and that's the inning. No runs and a hit for the Dodgers. And we'll go to the bottom of the fifth, where the Pirates have a 3-0 lead here at the stadium by the Three Rivers. Leading off for the Bucks will be Andy Van Slyke, and he is 1 for 2, got a single his last time up. Leary will pitch. 5-6, strikeout 17, that is high. Van Slyke 4-5, that's a fly to left field. Gibson, this time he will make the catch out there, 1 out. Here's Bobby Bowe, and yes, the Mets are still paying him. Leary with the pitch. 3-2 against the switch left. That's blank. Bonilla 4-3, and that's a single. He hits that one into center, and that'll be handled by Davis. Will throw it in, and the Pirates get another base runner here. Reynolds is next. He's 1 for 2. Infield double play. Bonilla had 3 stolen bases that year. He won't go anywhere. Leary, 5-3, strikeout, 19 is high. Reynolds, 3-3, and against the righty, that's a ground ball to second base. 1-1-2. Shortstop, Anderson, 0 pivot, 1 or 2, and that will be a double play. Side retired, 4-6-3. No runs on a hit for the Pirates, but they still have a 3-0 lead after 5. As this Dodger team needs wins. They won the World Series in 88, and with a record right now of 46-48 in my replay, due to 10-minute ticker mostly, if the postseason was to start tomorrow, even though they are in third, they would not make the postseason. Top of the 6th, Steve Sachs and the City leaves off, and he is 0 for 2. Smiley still got plenty in the tank. Smiley, 1-4. Home run chance. Righty 1-2. The 9 is high. Sachs, 1-1. And he hits one to right field. That is a 13. But against the lefty, he got under it. And that's going to be a fly out to right. So Smiley doing a heck of a job keeping Dodgers off the bases. That's out number 1. Here comes Anderson. Anderson 0 for 2. Smiley with the pitch. 3-5. Strikeout 9. That is high. Anderson 5-6 and popped it up. And that's drifting into shortstop territory. And it will be Belliard making the catch. Here's Gibby. Gibby is 0 for 2. He has struck out twice. Smiley with the pitch. 2-1. Against the lefty, that's going to be an out. And it's a grounder to second base. That'll be taken care of there by Lean. Throws it over to first, side retired. 1-2-3 on the Dodgers in this game, in that inning. The Dodgers historically won this game 6-2, but right now the Pirates are dominating here. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Sid Bream leads off. He is 1 for 2, but reached on an error and has a single. Question is this Leary's last inning? Probably will be. What do you do if I have a tie for the 3rd spot? That goes by board record. Board record, I do have a tiebreaker, and its board record is the first tiebreaker. Then most runs scored, okay, between the two teams, if that's a tie. I do have tiebreakers. I will not have a tiebreaker game anymore. Board record means a lot. Leary will go ahead and pitch. Leary, 2-2 against the lefty, blank. Bream, 2-1, line drive right to first. That's out number 1. Line out to first, Woodson grabs it. And if there is no number 6 team, then the 5 plays the 4 in a 1 game, and that's it. I will modify the postseason if necessary. You got to have a winning record. LeVire is the batter. He's 1 for 2. Leary with the pitch. Leary, 6-1, strikeout. 17 is high. LeVire, 5-1. That's a fly out to center field. Handled by Davis. 2 men down. And now the batter is Belliard. Belliard is 1 for 2. Has a single. Leary with the pitch. 6-6. Possible error. Belliard. 5-4. Ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Anderson. His error rating is a 4. That's a 5. He bobbles it, drops it, picks it up, throws to first, and just got him. Side retired. Anderson almost doesn't get him, but he just got it in time. And that is a 1-2-3 inning on the Bucks. Leary has done a good job if it wasn't for the third. But we're still 3-0 in favor of the Bucks after 6. Seventh inning coming up. Mike Marshall. Marshall leads off. He is 1 for 2. Smiley, he can still pitch to a few more batters here. We'll see if the Pirates stick with him, though. Smiley with the pitch. 6-5 against the righty. Home run result. Marshall against the lefty needs an 11, and he misses it with a 12. Marshall 1-2, and it's a deep fly ball to left field. Going backward is Bonds. He's at the track, and he's going to make the catch at the wall. 1 out. Marshall cannot believe that ball stayed in the park. Marshall is mad. He knew he got all of that, but just missed it as it just stayed at the track, and Bonds made the catch. 1 out. Here's Woodson. Woodson 1 for 2 with a double. Smiley with the deal. 6-6 against the righty. That's a blank. Woodson 4-4. That's a fly ball hit to center. Van Slyke will camp under it. He'll light a fire, and he'll catch the ball while he's doing it. 2 outs. Davis is next. He's 0 for 2. Smiley looking in. He deals. 5-3. That's a blank. He's not tired. Davis, 3-6. And against the lefty, he grounds it to short to second base. Lean to grab it, take his time, toss it over to first. Side retired. What a job by John Smiley in this game tonight, as he is sending the Dodgers packing. And it's 3-0 in favor of the Bucks. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we got 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. Our next matchup will be tomorrow night, and that will be July 26th. We're going to stay with California. We're going to stay with we're going to stay with the Golden State, but instead of seeing the Dodgers another game, we're going to see the Angels. We're going to be at Anaheim Stadium tomorrow night as the Oakland Athletics will take on the California Angels. Storm Davis will be pitching for the Athletics, and Mike Witt will go for the Angels. So that's a big matchup between Oakland and California tomorrow night. Oakland, of course, still leading the American League West. California in 4th place, 1 game back of Kansas City in the American League West. So every important game matters here, as the Angels still trying to think that they can get to the playoffs. So a big matchup tomorrow night. The A's and the Angels. Storm Davis and Mike Witt. That is tomorrow night on Inside Pitch. We go to the bottom of the seventh here. 3-0 Pirates. John Smiley due to lead off. And he can pitch to 3 more batters. He can pitch to 2 more batters before he tires. He's pitching an absolute gem. I'm going to let him bat. This is 1988. Leary will pitch. Leary, 5-2, strikeout. He'll get Smiley easily there. And that is strikeout number 4 for Leary. But now Leary is tired. But he's due to bat third. So now Leary is tired. They're going to let him see if he can pitch through the inning. And here's Bonds. Bonds is 0 for 2 with a walk. They're down 3-0, but it really is not Leary's fault. Those errors really hurt the Dodgers. Leary with the pitch. 5-4, range play. Bonds, 5-2, double to left field, but Gibson has a chance to make a play. His range is a 4. That is a 2. Nice play by Kurt Gibson out there in left field, and he takes a double away from Barry Bonds. 2 outs. As he went into the gap, but he makes a running grab. And now the batter is leaned. Leaned is 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Leary with the pitch. 6-4. That is a base. That's going to be a base hit right past the pitcher. That hits the fatigue result. And that's going to be a single, and that'll be it for Leary. So a base hit for Leaned as it hits the S1 on a 6-4, and he is tired. That will be it for Tim Leary. He will come out. Next batter is Van Slyke for the Pirates. Dodgers will go to the bullpen. And I think they will bring in a lefty, and they only need one out to get it, and they're going to go ahead and bring out the ex-Met. Coming on to pitch for the Dodgers will be Jesse Orosco. 3 wins, 2 losses, 9 saves, a 2.72 ERA. This is probably going to be the only inning he's going to pitch here. He's going to pitch to Van Slyke. So leaned on it first. Orosco will pitch to Van Slyke. 2 outs. Strategy rolls are still on. That's a 15-0 happening. Orosco will go ahead and pitch. Orosco, 6-2, strikeout 16. That is high. Van Slyke, 6-3, and it's a fly ball to right field. And Marshall calls for it. He will get it, and that will end it. No runs and a hit. Orosco gets it done. 3-0 after 7. Held by the Bucks. Maybe Leary is passing out psychedelic drugs. It could be. Unfortunately, yeah, he did have that issue. Top of the 8th, Pirates lead 3-0. Smiley is not tired yet. Jeff Hamilton leading off for the Dodgers. He is 1 for 2. And let's see, he is at third base. Will we see a pinch hitter for him? I don't think so. I think I'm going to let him swing. Yeah, I'm going to let him bat. This is the National League. You may need batters for pitchers if anything extras go in here. Smiley will go ahead and pitch. Smiley, 4-4, range play at the park. 3 Rivers, 5-3, and that's a fly ball at the center field. Van Slyke going after it. His range is a 4, and he'll make the running catch. That is a 4. Nice play by Van Slyke. Fly out to center. Pittsburgh doing very well in defense today, unlike the Dodgers with the 2 errors. In this game, historically, it was the Pirates who had 2 errors, not the Dodgers. Dempsey is up next, and he is 0 for 2. Smiley with the pitch. 4-4, range play at the park. 3 Rivers, 5-3. And again, it's a fly ball to center field. Van Slyke's got to try again. Range is a 4. And he'll make the catch. That is a 2. Nice play by Van Slyke. 2 away. Van Slyke makes 2 excellent plays out there in center field. We'll see a pinch hitter for Orozco as he is done. And coming on to pinch hit for the Dodgers will be John Shelby. 263 average, 10 homers, 64 RBIs. Smiley will pitch to Shelby. Smiley is now tired. This will probably be what he does here. 3-0 Pirates. Smiley with the pitch. 4-1, strikeout 10, swing and a miss, and high cheese struck him out. And Leary and Smiley is just doing the job. That is strikeout number 5 for him. And 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Bobby Bonilla leads off for the Pirates. Dodgers need a pitcher. And I think they're going to go with a righty in this case here. And Dodger bullpen is excellent. But right now, the Dodgers may not get to use the bullpen in the postseason because they're in danger of missing it. Brian Holton will come on to pitch for the Dodgers. 7 wins, 3 losses, save, a 1.70 ERA. Holton will be the 3rd Dodger pitcher. Bonilla will go ahead and pitch. I'm sorry, will hit. Holton, 1-2 against the switch left. That's a blank. Bonilla, 3-6. That's a grounder to short, handled easily by Anderson. 1 down. And here comes Reynolds. Reynolds is 1 for 3. Has a single. Holton with the pitch. 2-2. Range play. Reynolds. 4-4. That's a double to right field, but it's going to bat, and it's hit to Mike Marshall. Not who you wanted to hit to. His range is a 1. Does he channel his inner Greg Luzinski? Nope, that's going to be a double. Reynolds will get to second base. So Reynolds hits it away from Marshall, and now insurance run on at second. Batter is Bream, and he's 1 for 3, a single and reached on an error. Reynolds on at second base. Strategy rolls are off. Pitcher versus batter. Holton, 6-1, strikeout, 14 is high. Bream, 4-4, and that's a fly to left. Greg Gibson's going to get to, he will make the catch. And let's see. Reynolds looking at third base. The only way he gets there is on a 1. It is a 4. He'll stay put. 2 down. And now the batter is LaValliere. Spanky is 1 for 3. 2 outs now. Holton trying to keep it a 3-0 game. Holton, 3-6. Again with the range play. LaValliere, 3-1. And that's a grounder to short. That ball is hit to Anderson. His range is a 3. That is a 2. He makes the play. Throws to first. Side retired. No runs and a hit for the Pirates. They have a 3-0 lead here after 8. But after last night's game, will we see some serious 9th inning magic? There was major 9th inning magic last night. As we go to the top of the 9th inning, Pirates lead 3-0. Top of the order for the Dodgers and Steve Sachs. And Smiley is tired. And the Pirates are going to, I think you bring in the closer. And that's exactly what they're going to do. John Smiley coming out of the game. And coming on to pitch for the Pirates will be their closer. And that's going to be Jim Gott. 6 wins, 6 losses, 34 saves, a 3.49 ERA. Jim Gott will go ahead and try to get this game over with for the Pirates. as Justin Ludwig joins us here at the stadium by the Three Rivers. Gott will pitch to Sachs, top of the ninth. Gott, 1-1, strikeout plus, got him on a 6 as he gets him with a curveball, and Sachs don't even look, doesn't even swing at it, struck him out. Well, we already know that in the game last night, there wasn't a single out made in the bottom of the ninth inning for the Brewers. Here's Anderson. Anderson is 0 for 3. He'll bat against Gott. 3-0 Pirates. Gott with the pitch. 4-6. Strikeout plus 17. Yes, he got him. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Anderson becomes a 19. -1 is an 18. And he just got him. 2 down. And now a chance for I don't believe what I just saw. Gibson is 0 for 3. The Pirate pitching has been excellent on the Dodgers today. Gott looking in at Gibson, and now 2 outs. Gott will set up. He will make the pitch. 6-2, strikeout 19, that is high. Gibson, 3-1, it's a base hit to center field. The game will go on, another batter. Gibson gets a single to keep it alive. First hit of the game for the Dodgers since the 5th. And now the batter is Marshall. Marshall is 1 for 3. 2 outs. Top of the ninth, 3-0 Pirates. Gott looking in on Marshall. Strategy rolls are off. Gott will pitch. 2-6. Error on a grounder. Marshall, 1-5. It's a ground ball. It's a ground ball to first. That ball is hit to Bream. His error rating is a 2. That's a 1, and it's going to go past him. It's going to be an error on Bream. You got to be kidding me. His error rating is a 2, and that's a 1. It's an error on a grounder, and the runners will advance a base. That is an E3, first error on the Pirates in the game. And now the tying run coming to the plate in Tracy Woodson. And I may be going to the bench on this one. And let's see what we're going to do here. Let's see. Woodson is at first base. I'm going to go ahead and make the move. Woodson's going to come out of the game. And coming on to pinch hit for the Dodgers is going to be Franklin Stubbs. Major home run power. And he will take over at first base if the game goes any further. Tying run at the plate. 2 outs. Top of the ninth inning. Gibson on at second. Marshall on at first. Gott will pitch to Stubbs. Strategy rolls are off. It's pitcher versus batter. Fans here at Three Rivers hoping Gott can get him. Pitch. 1-5. Strikeout 8. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout. That's your game. Pirates will shut out the Dodgers tonight. 3-0. As Jim Gott strikes out the side. No runs, 1 hit, and an error. Stadium cheers. Yay! The Pirates come away with a big win here. The Pirates will now advance to 59-37, and the Dodgers will now be 3 games under 500. You always want some surprises when you replay a season, and we got some here. A big win for the Bucks tonight as they knock out the Dodgers. Final line score coming up. Tommy Lasorda ate a whole bag of Tums. For the Pirates, 3 runs on 10 hits and 1 error. For the Dodgers, no runs, 4 hits on 2 errors. The winning pitcher is John Smiley. He'll get the win. Tim Leary takes a tough loss, and Jim Gott will collect the save. So runners are beaten there as the Dodgers do not pull up a win here, and it's a big victory for the Pirates. And they continue to hold on to first place easily in the National League East. A lot of surprises in this 88 season. And let's see if there's any more coming up. 10-minute ticker is next. Don't go away. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. So the Pirates go ahead and shut the Dodgers out 3-0. Let's check out the rest of the majors. July 23rd, White Sox at Boston. White Sox 17-23, and that's 3. Red Sox 14-41, and that's 5. That'll be a win for the Bo Sox. Cleveland and the Angels. Indians 10-65, that's 8. Halos 18-53, and that's 7. That is a win for the Tribe. Yankees and the Royals. Yankees 15-13, that is 2. Royals 12-56, that's 7. Kansas City gets the win. Texas and Milwaukee. Rangers 8-23, that's 2 runs. Milwaukee 10-56, and that is 6 runs, a win for the Brewers. Baltimore at Minnesota. Orioles 10-43, that's 4. Twins 21-44, that's 6. That'll be a win for the Twins. Detroit at Oakland. Tigers 5-45, and that's 4 runs. Athletics 13-53, and that's 6 runs. Oakland does get the win. Toronto at Seattle. Blue Jays 25-36, that's 6 runs. Mariners 6-22, and that's 2 runs, a win for the Bluebirds. Padres and the Cubs. Padres 12-24, and that's 3. Cubs 7-25, that's 2, and the Padres will beat the Cubs. Expos and the Reds. Expos 1-24, that's 1. Reds 7-31, and that is 3. That game belongs to the Reds. Phillies and the Astros. Phillies 12-64, that is 8. Astros 13-46, and that is 5. That will be a win for the Phillies. Braves and the Mets. Mets trying to win more games. The Mets are in 4th place. Got to get wins. Braves 3-61, and that is 5. But it's going to be a happy recap because the Mets have 18-66, and that is 12. And the Mets get a happy recap there. Giants and the Cardinals. Giants 11-11, that's 0. Cardinals 8-32, and that is 3. And that is a win for the Redbirds. Is FastScore accurate or is random? I would like to say it's as accurate as it can get comparing to what the dice roll. Brian Davis, who creates FastScore, who was actually on my channel during a game, answered questions and such. He uses a special formula to get the ratings for the games. I would like to think it's accurate, but right now with the way the dice, but it all depends on how the dice roll. The Dodgers right now are 3 games under 500. And they may not make my postseason the way things are going. And the Mets are in 4th place. And they had one of their best teams ever in 88. But hey, you want some surprises. Otherwise, why do a replay? On to July 24th, White Sox at Boston. White Sox 656, and that's 5. Red Sox 1821, and that's 3. That's going to be a win for the White Sox. Cleveland, California. Cleveland 1615, and that's 2. Halos 944, that is 4, a win for the Angels. Yankees and the Royals. Yankees 1315, and that's 2. Royals 1635, and that's 5. That'll be a win for the Royals. Rangers and the Brewers. Rangers 852, and that is 5. Milwaukee 1366, and that is 10. And that's a win for the Brew Crew. Baltimore, I would say, as far as, by the way, I should mention, as I said, we do have a few surprises. Like I said, the Dodgers are under 500, the Mets are in 4th. The Oakland Athletics do lead the American League West. So, as I said, and they were leading the AL West at that time. So, right now, 1 out of 4 the bad team's bad. Well, I'll tell you, Philadelphia is not that great. The Cubs are seriously underachieving. So are the Mets. Underachieving. Are the bad teams bad? A couple of bad teams are actually doing pretty well. But hey, as I said, you want some surprises, even if they're a little bit out of the park. Still better than a gamey AI. Baltimore at Minnesota. Baltimore minus 162, and that's 5. Minnesota 1346, and that's 5. They will have extra innings. Baltimore rolls a 2 plus 0. Minnesota rolls a 4 minus 1 is 3, and that's going to be a win for the Twins. Detroit at Oakland. Detroit 851, and that is 5. Oakland 1331, and that is 4. That'll be a win for the Cats. Toronto at Seattle. Toronto 1041, and that's 4. Mariners 916, and that is 2. And the Blue Jays will win that game. Padres and the Cubs. Padres 852, and that is 5. Cubs 1334, and that's 4. It'll be a win for the Friars. Montreal and the Reds. Yeah, if every roll was a 33, it would probably be accurate. That's true. If every roll was a 33, it would probably be accurate. Montreal at Reds. Expos 1341, and that is 5. Reds 323, and that's 2. The Expos will win that one. Philadelphia and the Astros. Phillies 433, that is 3. Astros 842, and that's 4. The Astros will get the win. Braves and the Mets. Mets should get another good win against the Braves. Atlanta 353, and that is 4. Mets 2033, and that's 5. The Mets will pull it out, and another happy recap from my Mets. Dodgers and the Pirates. Dodgers 1161, and that's 7. Pirates 711, that's 0, and that's going to be a win for the Dodgers. Giants and the Cardinals. Giants 1043, and that's 4. Cardinals 414, and that is 1. And the Giants will beat the Cardinals. On to July 25th. Does FastScore have a website? Yes, gotta check Replay Baseball. It should be in my comment section underneath the game there, Frank. Just click on it. Should be there. Or just copy and paste. FastScore does have a website. And if you want to see Brian Davis, who created the game, into the chat, check out a game I did earlier. Check out a game I did earlier between the Mets and the Dodgers. I had Brian Davis, who created FastScore, in the chat for that game, and it turned out to be a Game of the Year candidate. July 25th, Oakland and California. We have those two teams tomorrow. Athletics 1661, that's 8. Angels 846, and that's 5. That'll be a win for the A's. Seattle and the White Sox. Seattle 961. That's going to be 6. White Sox 733, and that's 3. The Mariners will get a win. Toronto and Minnesota. Toronto 1753, and that is 7. Minnesota 10-12, that's 1, and that's a win for the Bluebirds. Milwaukee and the Yankees. Milwaukee 961. That's a 6. This is a big series for these two teams. Yankees 456, and that's 5. The Brewers will beat the Yankees. That's a big series between those two teams who are both in the top of the American League East. Boston at Texas. Red Sox 1463, and that is 8. Rangers 261, and that is 5. That will be a win for the Bo Sox. Mets and the Phillies. Mets a chance to get another win, and they need all they can get. Mets 1441, and that is 5. Phillies 526, and that is 2. The Mets will have another happy recap. The Mets are on a little winning streak. Dodgers and the Giants. Dodgers 761, and that is 6. Giants 1146, and that is 5. That will be a win for the Dodgers. So the Dodgers actually get back to within 1 game under 500. Pirates and the Cardinals. Big series there in the National League East. Pirates 322, and that's 1. Cardinals 332, and that is 2. And the Cardinals will beat the Pirates. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow will be July 26th. We will be at Anaheim Stadium, the Big A, as the Oakland Athletics will take on the California Angels. Storm Davis will go for the A's, and Mike Witt will go for the Angels. And, of course, you see Mike Witt's son, Bobby Witt, playing these days. Yeah. Storm Davis against Mike Witt tomorrow night. A's, Halos, Davis, and Witt. Be there or be square. Frank Wayne Scott, Brian B., Double D, Albert Price, Justin Ludwig, Bob's Tabletop Sports, Joe Turney, Ryan Sullivan, David Vega, Sports Time Machine, Utah Mike, Doug Hunt, DBIP, Albert Price, and of course, the one and only Steeler fan. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so, and make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Pirates do win the Dodgers tonight in a big-time shutout. A bad inning causes the Dodgers to have a bad game. Pirates win it 3-0 tonight. We will see you tomorrow.